Hello there, maple syrup on some yummy pancakes. You've joined me again. You know, influencers out there, they are the insiders, and you and I, we are outsiders. We're not in that crew. They're the ones pumping and dumping, shilling us leverage trading exchanges. Even when they've seen the stats that 95% of people lose. Why is that? Well, I've seen some of their wallets, and I've tracked them for a long time, and I've seen them on YouTube, and actually, they're just a bunch of little soy boys. They don't practice what they preach. They say the same buzzwords as me: diamond hands hodl, buy in the depression, be my friend. They say all those, but they don't actually do them. They take profit so much earlier than you think. They actually do. They just know you are looked down upon if you're a paper hand. So think about their targets, friends. I want you to think about this. If influencers really believed in their crypto targets, why do they charge you money for a service today? I always wondered, why would you need money if you really believed Bitcoin was going to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000? If you believed Bitcoin, Ethereum was going to 12,000, 10,000 plus, if you really believe these numbers, why are you charging me? Why are you charging my fellow brothers and sisters and Greg? Greg's got no money. All he's got is feathers. The feathers off his little cute back. You want them too? This makes no sense. So, I state, it is ironic that these paid furus, a furu, fake guru, ironic that the paid furus demand that we delay our gratification for education, which means, hey, work some job, work some money, and then pay me for my service, pay me for my product, for my indicator, for my course. You delay education. They always say the same buzzwords. What do they always say? The best investment you can make is in yourself. Educate yourself. Oh, yes, I never thought of that. Yes, yes. What a crock of bullocks. They are wearing the most crumpled slippers. Can't even count how many cracks are at the base of their shoes. Disgusting. Really makes you think. So, if they have these targets, and if what they're doing works so much, why do we have to delay gratification? Why don't they do it? Because they could just be running the greatest hedge fund of all time. For example, if you had a system that worked and someone puts money in and you just take a 10% split from their winnings, or 20% or 30%, people would be more than happy to give you a percentage of their wins. But they'll say, well, I really can't because reason A, B, C, and you know what I mean. Anyway, give me your money. Here's a sleight of hand. They're always making these new products, always. Here's a new indicator. Here's a new way of looking at the market. Here's a token explorer coming too. You're going to buy coins that are out in the past 24 hours with $300,000 of liquidity because that's what you want. Do you guys honestly think that the other participants in the market with you are stupid? They're not. They're not stupid. They're smarter. They're getting smarter every cycle. I've been in markets for a long time, friends. People learn much faster than you think. So I always ask this. Why don't these influencers charging you your hard-earned money, right? Why don't they delay gratification and why don't they get paid after you succeed following them? And that's because, you know why. It's a crock of poop. I know in my heart, and I know in my pointy elbows and in my knees, and even in my earlobes, you, my friend, you have had a very rough time in crypto. You know, when I came in, I was new, in 2018, and I can't believe I've surveyed a lot of you. A lot of you came in 2022, or the end of 2021 at the top. All you've known is pain. I'm telling you now, you better listen. You are not going to get the euphoric runs of the past. because I got a diminished return, and so will you. I was dreaming of the 100 to 400 X's everywhere. Those were numbers from 2021. Instead of the 100 to 400 X, from bottom to tops in many coins, you got much less. You got 8 to 30X. I'm scared for the next one. I hope it repeats 8 to 30X, but I'd be stupid if I told you that I knew it was going to do that. I can pray and I can hope that the answers come to me, but we got to be realistic about this. That's why I'm telling you, because you're a baby doll baby cake. You are maple syrup on some yummy pancakes. I'm here to tell you the way to win the game is to go super aggressive in the poo-poo zone, which is right now. I've seen all these marketing things around, and they've actually said, if you give away your service for free, no one values it. But then you put a price on it, and people respect it. I go, yeah, you know what? You can suck this salty little peanut, friends. So what you're listening to right now, it's got a price. Yeah, it's not free. You're going to pay up. All right? My YouTube channel, just to subscribe, it's going to cost you 1 Ethereum. And it goes up with ETH's price over time. Okay? Plus your friendship. Okay? But I'm going to make you a deal. You pay the friendship today with a little follow and a sub. And if you kill it, well, you know what to do. Friends, obviously this is a joke. But, friends, when it comes down to it, I really do mean what I say. This is Bitcoin. And it's used to go up a lot. You were early here. You were kind of early here. You're definitely not early here. You can just see it, A 3-year-old monkey could tell you this. Something's going on. And unfortunately, this is the same shape as total crypto market cap. Very unfortunate. Most of the total crypto market cap comes from Bitcoin, and then Ethereum came, but now Ethereum is diminishing. So we have to pray. And I'm asking you now, join the palms of your hands together. Like you're praying. I'm going to have to make this wall. How dare I even do this? There's an emoji made for this. Okay. We have to pray for some sort of repeat of the previous cycle. And what do I mean by that? When I say that, if you go top to top, it was about 300%, which is a 4x. I would be happy. I mean, you would be happy too. Even if we just got a 3x, which is plus 200%, that is about 9 trillion. That would be fantastic, because that means Bitcoin and Ethereum went up that much, and many of our altcoins, because we're in the strong growing network effects, we should get a multiplier on that. Should. No guarantees. But that's where we stand. Because at the end of the day, look, you've heard this saying, compounding, right? You got it, compounding, the 8th wonder of the world. You know who said that? That scientist dude. Apple Einstein. Compounding works in your favor when you hold. What I've noticed, and what you're going to notice is, from my post, right? We're talking about all the fake influencers, etc. A very common thing that they'll do, half of them just to trick you, but the other half, they don't know what they're doing. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. They're mid-curving. What they'll say is, they'll say things like, nobody went broke taking profits. Don't get greedy, right? Sell half on a 2x. You've heard all these, right? You've heard all these, yeah? Cover your initial. You've heard all these, right? Stay humble with your gains. Don't get greedy. Keep compounding, right? Isn't it funny, right? It's funny. It's a joke that nobody laughs at. It's funny you see all these and you read all these, but how come the people doing these are actually the poorest? You ever thought about that? Why are the people who say these principles, why are they resorting to selling me new junk? Why do I have to sell us an indicator, a course, a paid premium? Oh, come and search. This is how you find the altcoins. Here's a magazine, up, down, left, right. Here's my Discord. Here's my trading referral link. I'll show you how to trade. It's a load of poop. It's a load of poop. So I'm going to tell you the secret juice. And if you don't like juice, we got yummy maple syrup. So the only compounding you need to worry about is the money supply. Don't listen to anybody else. I'm telling you right now, this is all you got to know. This is the supply of the United States dollar over time. It's going up and to the right. You tell me, baby doll, you stop eating your pancakes for 1 second, please. You may chew with your mouth open because this is important. If the supply of this is going up infinitely over time, do you want to own it? No. You don't want to own it. This is a non-friend. I'm going to have to write this. And we will leave it in size 28 font as a sign of disrespect. Because you got to know. And actually, we're going to put a little poopy sign here. We have to put a poopy sign. So, at the end of the day, you know you don't want to own this. But why? Why does this relate to compounding? Well, every single year, the fiat system, the holes get bigger. They have to keep printing, friends. Okay. Now, on the surface, remember these paid fake gurus, what they will tell you are these principles, right? The poo-poo principles, where they say, nobody went broke taking profits. You got to put your little leverage. You get 2% per week and you compound it. You made a millionaire. They say that. That's not actually compounding. The power of compounding is to hold a scarce asset, and in the background, every 12 months, net, the money supply is higher. We had an anomaly last year. So this was a test of everybody's sultanas. See, it dipped a bit. Everybody actually believes this thing's going down. I'll tell you right now, if this thing goes down, don't buy crypto or gold. Just literally stock up on shotguns, cherries, and cigarettes. If they actually do this, right? And by the way, the politicians, there will be a revolution out there. They'll be murdered in the public streets if they do this. Okay, so they're not doing this. They're going to keep printing up to the right. But you see this little dip here? You can see it right here. People think it's actually going to keep going down. It's not. They're going to keep increasing the money supply. That's the fiat Ponzi system. It's the only thing they know in power. And with this, you want to hold scarce assets. So when you're holding scarce assets, and obviously we believe in crypto because we're a bit redacted. We squirt water pistols at our head. Everybody thinks we're stupid. Yes, we're all, we're a bit. There's a lot of maniacs here, a lot of schizos, mental asylum, hospital patients. We know you holding these scarce assets, you don't get your green candles combined to go up every single year. You know you don't get that. However, the more time you give it, the more you allow the compounding effect of the US money supply to circle around the world, and eventually somebody will put it in the crypto bucket. That money supply, when they print, friends, we have a printer. When they print money, okay, and we're going to do a little money thing here, okay, when they actually print money, it doesn't go into our pockets, okay? It goes into the corrupt insiders, okay? We can't control this. The corrupt insiders, the banks, etc. So the banks here, we can even do a little banking emoji. The banks, and this represents the insiders, the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, whatever, who cares? Just the aliens, it doesn't even matter. Just not us, the insiders. Let them spend their money. They do. They spend it around. They buy property. They buy businesses. They collect their dodgy stuff. I'm telling you, eventually, friends, they make it to like Bitcoin. Our little bucket. And also you have basically all your crypto. All your crypto is going to come. So this is where we're positioned. Now, obviously the biggest discrepancy is when? When does it come? Well, I don't know when. Just know that if you hold long enough, this is the power of compounding. That money that's circulating the world, it leaks. And the beautiful part is it does not leak nominal digits. It leaks a percent. That's why compounding works, right? So it's leaking like 1% of the money supply out there gets stolen and then circulated around the world, right? Now, 1% of, you go back to this M2 money supply, right? If you go back to the year 2000, even before Bitcoin was out, 1% of like 4 trillion is much smaller than 1% of 20 trillion. You understand? So if every year, 1% of the money just got leaked and ended up in the crypto bucket, for example, right? Look at it. It's 5 times bigger now compared to 2020. So you just gotta think in your mind, all right, if this keeps going up, you go, my Lord, what's going to be happening in 2026? Right? What's going to be happening? We actually do these numbers now, friends. It's funny. No one believes me, but yes, you're going to have to print. So you don't even know, like, I know you're a baby doll baby cake in your maple syrup, but this chart goes back a long time. I mean, it's not stopping. Do you honestly think this chart's not going to... Look at this chart. You can literally just draw a line. Man, this is saying, I know this is crazy. I know you're not going to believe me, but this is saying by 2028, my God, they're going to have to print so much money. I can't believe I'm witnessing this. I'm not even joking, friends. Like, we're doing this live. You just drawn this line. You can see something big's coming. Very big. I mean, you can even slant this out to the right here. Baby doll, baby cakes. Look at this. Like, this is still 37 trillion. We're still doubling the money supply again from here. My Lord. Friends, this is such a big, big number. But, you see, look at this. Do you know how much... Look, you can't have sultanas here. Your ovaries must be titanium steel round balls. Spherical, polished. You can't be thinking about the next red candle tomorrow because USDC depegged. And, somebody made an article and drew some fib level and some cycle's going to come and take us to the floor. All of that is irrelevant. My squiggly line is better than their squiggly lines because my squiggly line doesn't go for like 1 month, 6 months. It's out for 5 years, man. And 5 years is still a short amount of time. So this is the real compounding effect. Now, the climax of this video is, surprise, surprise, you don't actually need to do anything. You just buy and hold and just do nothing. But now you understand, okay? At the end of the day, I want you to open your mouth, lick your lips. Who's the salty peanut? We're the salty peanuts. Don't forget, tell mum, tell dad that you love and appreciate them.